Gun Leshy presents a hunting advent calendar. 25 days, 25 videos. Day 25. Ah, yes, it's here. Today we celebrate the 25th with a truly epic look back at my favorite shots from 2019. But first, a little warning for our snowflake friends. If the video title and description went over your head, let me be really clear on what you're about to watch. This is a backyard hunting video, which helps keep the population of pests under control. The bonus, some of these guys actually taste pretty dang good. If hunting and pest control offend you, don't watch. Simple. So with that behind us, let's get on with the video. Man, what a project this was. I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but I grossly underestimated how much. I'm not complaining, as I've enjoyed going back with you guys during the best of section of the calendar, and obviously the brand new content as well. This thing all started with a Thanksgiving special of 3 straight Nasty 9 videos, and then a day off, and then right into 25 days. So basically it was 28 videos in 29 days, which is just crazy. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. The party isn't over though. Buckle up and let's get started. In early 2019, this guy helped Pellet Vision get started. Man, I've watched this shot so many times at this point. I love that though. I could watch it all day long. So anyways, I've organized this video by critter. We're going to bookend the video with the squirrel, but in between you'll see chipmunks, raccoons, skunks, and even a few possums. Listen, I love my family, and I'm sure those with their families today do too as well. But we all know around the holidays sometimes you need a break. So consider each section of this video that break. They are the perfect amount of time to go take a dump or go tuck yourself into the corner without being too obvious you're trying to escape talking politics with your crazy hippie aunt. So consider this my gift to you. Time alone watching your pal at Gun Leshy grease some critters. I'm going to chime in from time to time, but what will be constant are some smooth critter hunting beats from Lord Magnus, a great friend of the channel who's provided original music not only for these videos, but for you guys to download for free within Club Leshy. So make sure to go check him out and give him a shout out in the comments. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but I had to thread this through a few different trees, and at the level, like the height level that it was, I was definitely dealing with a little bit of wind too. I don't know what it is with this fence, but these dudes love it. If only that fence could tell them and whisper what's about to happen. I don't think I'd see as many. Later in the year brought the big boar, well, for the last year at least. 30, the Dirty 30, and the Nasty Nines. Let's watch a few of these guys as they just absolutely plow through a few squirrels.
Cause I'm a man, I'm too clear, homie. I don't give a damn, I know they hating on me. Cause I'm a man, I'm too clear, homie. I don't give a damn, I know they hating on me. Cause I'm a man, I'm too clear, homie. I don't give a damn, I know they hating on me. Cause I'm a man, I'm too clear, homie. I don't give a damn.
This one was definitely one of my favorite shots. That thing just absolutely folded. So, alright, let's take a break from the squirrels after this last one, which brought us the birth of inverse pellet vision. Let's continue on with the focus on my favorite shots on my ultimate nemesis, the chipmunk. Pound for pound, these guys are hands down my yard's biggest pest. I know that's hard to believe with the squirrel population and the focus of the squirrel primarily on this channel, but it's true. There are hundreds of these guys in my yard alone, and I hate them. This was right around when the Dirty 30 came about, and man, these guys just took a beating with that caliper. This is a cool little shot. I actually tucked with the Lelia in 2.5. I tucked one right over the top of it and was still able to get a cool little headshot on this bastard. This one was with the Lelia in 25. I'm shooting offhand, well, sort of. I'm resting against a post on the porch, so maybe offhand-ish is the better description, but offhand for me. Also, another little fun fact, if you look in the back, you'll see a couple dings in the garage. Those are from previous pastors, and I have the coolest neighbor on planet Earth. This is why I'm so careful, though, and cognizant of pastors, and honestly, you should be too if you're shooting in your backyard. This guy tried to matrix me with the Leshy here actually I think this one was in 2.2. But you can kind of see him jump the string a bit, but all he did was really just tuck in, and just shot placement was even better. These next ones are from the Dirty 30 Volume 3, which was a gymnastics competition with chipmunks, these little bastards. So I filled up the Leshy with the Guppy bottle from the Air Tanks for Sale guys, and off we went. This was another fan favorite, and I think it got second place. The little goodbye wave as this thing dove into a dirt nap. This one was the one that won it all. What a move by this guy. This has got to be a 1080 plus. We're going to wrap up the chipmunk section of this video with this one. This is the original uncensored video on Club Leshy, and I'm going to use the little censor graphics here so that I don't get kicked off of this platform. I think you'll see why here in a minute. Make sure to come check out Club Leshy, and you'll see exactly what happens to this thing's head. shift gears and send a few into some backyard bullies. This year, we saw quite a few find their way into the yard to talk smack to Piper, and you know how we deal with that. Oh my god, Brian, it's fucking staring at me. As this one was doing a death dance here, you can kind of see in the back, tucked behind the bushes, another one was sitting right there. It never really fully came out, so I had to shoot one and thread it right through the bushes, and I put it right into its eye. The final one came out of that little trio, and I just absolutely buried a 34 grain right between the eyes. So this one's actually an interesting story. So I bury this, obviously, because I'm showing them. But this was the third that I had gotten this one evening. About 5 minutes after I shot this guy, I had not gone out and retrieved it yet. And about 5 minutes later, I looked at the security cameras, and it was just like all hell broke loose. There was 3 or 4 more, 3 for sure, because I have them on camera, but I think there was a 4th. They were running all over it, just like going absolutely nuts. So these things are really territorial, and I think this was just another family of them. It was so bizarre. Let's switch gears into the stinkiest of the backyard bullies, the skunk. So my neighbor across the street from me told me that she had 2 dens in her yard, and the dens of skunks are usually about 9. So she had 2 groups of 9 in her backyard. She's a bit of a snowflake. I can't quite figure her out, to be honest with you, so I don't really talk to her much about helping her out or offering my assistance. So I just kind of let that one lay. But it was funny. She started to tell me that she wasn't seeing as many. She said she saw them, and then she wasn't seeing as many return. So I kind of chuckled, and I looked at my other neighbor, and I was like, maybe they moved on. So we all know exactly where they went. So let's go check a few of those out. That shot was just insane. So that was with the Leshy in 9 mil, so 357, so 81 grain pellet, and it just absolutely anchored. It was quartered away like that, so I actually didn't even go through its ribs. I kind of was tucked behind them, and it just decimated the inside of this thing. I'm going to trust that it decimated the inside of it by the way it just tipped over, because I did definitely not opened a skunk up. That would have been a nightmare. What was interesting about this one, though, was I was just about to go retrieve it, and I looked over my neighbor's fence, and I saw another one coming in. What surprised me was what was already there. So as this one kind of floats in, came under the fence, so I backed off, and I was getting ready to rack another one, and I turn on the IR. And it really kind of illuminated through the scope. You don't really see it here because this is the security cam footage. But watch what happens. Look at this guy coming down the table for one. So this was a possum, and you can see the skunk was just got spooked here for a second. So I thought the skunk was going to kind of peel away. But this is why these security cameras are so nice to have. So I just sat there and watched, and it just kind of did a big loop. And I knew it was going to come back, so I had one ready. And as soon as it did, I kind of dug around for a little bit, but I stuck one and heart punched it. So I paused this shot so you can kind of see. This is absolute perfect. Double lung, probably even a heart too. So all it does is it just walks around and goes around to the back of the table for one there. You saw I was just racking another one. That's why it blurred there. And the security cam footage, you'll see it, just kind of walks around, and it's done right there. All right, back to the squirrels to close out this final epic day of the Edgun Leshy Advent Calendar series. It's been a fun ride, but it's not over yet. So let's settle in for the final push. If you ever wonder why these guys are so destructive, let me show you right here. Gonna use the sensor box on this one. This was a squirter too. But just as another reminder, make sure to come and check out Club Leshy. When the dust settles here, give me a couple of days, and then I'll start working on all the uncensored stuff and get it loaded up from the advent calendar. One of my favorite parts about 2019 was the addition of the Tacticam cameras. Not only is the FTS thing a great camera mount, if you love your scope, you can use that, and there's a few shots in here with those, but the camera's downrange. With the single remote, you press it, up to 5 of them go on. The multi-camera angle stuff for 2019 was so much fun. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up with this last one. I hope you guys enjoyed the calendar. It was a crazy project, but we pulled it off. Have a great Christmas and safe New Year. See you guys in 2020. Thanks for watching today's video as part of the Ed Gunleshey Advent Calendar series. 25 days, 25 videos. A daily dose of the best of from 2019. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a day, and check out the link in the description for Club Leshy. Here's today's highlighted deal of the day. You can find more info and a link to check it out within the description below. See you guys in the next one. Backyard hunting helps keep the population of potential pest animals under control. The bonus? Some of these guys taste pretty dang good. So here's one of my all-time favorite squirrel recipes. Press pause to get the full details.